President Akufo-Addo has been commiserating with the former First Lady Nana Akufo-Addo Rawlings and family members of former President Rawlings Friday. Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings passed away at the Kolebu Hospital on Thursday after a short illness. His death has sent shockwaves not just in Ghana but across the world. Earlier, President Akufo-Addo led the Ghana Armed Forces to observe a minute's silence in memory of the late former President Rawlings.
Let me ask all of you to be outstanding in honor of the memory of the late President, first President of the Fourth Republic and former Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, His Excellency Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, one of your own, who yesterday joined his ancestors. May so, and the souls of all the faithful departed rest and abide in the bosom of the Almighty until the last day of the resurrection, when we shall all meet again. Amen.
Now, contrary to reports that the former First Lady Nana Akufo-Addo Rawlings is on admission at the hospital, she was at the Ridge residence looking healthy. Presidential correspondent Elton Brobby was with the president in the home of the Rawlingses. He joins us via Zoom. Elton, you were in the hall with the president and the team. How did the interaction go?
Well, it was a very sober atmosphere as we met it when the president arrived at the Ridge residence of the former president. He was ushered into the living room where the immediate family members had, taken their seats waiting for him to arrive. And he was there to officially commiserate with them following the formal announcement that was made to him last night at the Jubilee House by the immediate family members of the former president after they announced formally the passing of Mr. Jerry John Rawlings. So he was there to pay his condolences to the immediate family, especially the wife, Nana Akufo-Addo Rawlings, who was seated together with the daughters and the immediate family members. And the exchanges were cordial, sober. Bottom line, government wants to collaborate with them to ensure a befitting state funeral for the former president. And the President Akufo-Addo was received by the head of the family, but the introductory remarks were done by the Member of Parliament for Kolebu, Dr. Zanacho Rawlings, who said that there's already a committee put in place. They are working closely with the Chief of Staff's office to ensure that the plan of government and the plan of family is aligned to ensure that there is no overlapping in terms of the organization and the holding of final funeral rites for the late former President Araba.
All right, and Elton, I mean, there were reports earlier that the former First Lady had taken ill. Did you see her? What was her demeanor like?
Indeed. The visuals on your sets clearly answers that question. She interacted with the president. At some point, she would force a smile, and it was very, revealing. Before, there had been various reports on social media suggesting that she may be also receiving treatment in the hospital for an unknown ailment. But when we got there, we saw her. She was seated together with the immediate family members in black attire, black cloth over the head. I mean, significant or in line with Akan custom. She would not shake hands with anybody until and after the funeral, and that was clearly done. But she interacted with President Akufo-Addo along the line, even though the daughter decided to speak on behalf of the family. She was hale and hearty. No indication whatsoever of somebody suffering from any ailment that, may have prevented her from participating fully in the engagement that took place in her own living room.
Many thanks. Elton John Brobe,
yes,
our presidential correspondent there.
After the visit to the home of the former president, President Akufo-Addo then went on to the Accra International Conference Center, where a book of condolence has been opened in the name of the former president. I can read through the comments made by President Akufo-Addo and Vice President Dr. Bawumia when they had the opportunity to write in this particular book. President Akufo-Addo was the first. He says that your role in the establishment of the Fourth Republican Constitution is exceptional. Ghanaians, especially our nation, will remember you accordingly. For me personally, I appreciate very much our friendship. Comrade, farewell, and rest peacefully in the bosom of the law. And this is President Akufo. The Vice President, Dr. Mamadi Bawumia, also says that it was such shocking news, so sudden, so unexpected, but God knows best. When the history of Ghana is written, the phenomenal role you played in the building of our nation can never be forgotten. You were so kind and cared about the poor. May your soul rest in perfect peace. Dr. Mamadi Bawumia, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana.
Many thanks for those updates. Elton John Brobe is our presidential correspondent. As you heard there, the president and the vice president were at the Accra International Conference Center, where a book of condolence has been opened for well-wishers to pay their last respects.